Alright, looks like I need to maybe adjust some of what my button does, but hello everyone, tonight we're gonna be doing some Craftmine. This was supposed to be last night, but I ended up not getting around to it. We're got this thing, which it because I think because from what I understand, this is almost sort of like a roguelike. Yeah, craft your mind. Mine ingredient frogs. Heralds of change. Mine one base slimes. Base rock type of surface world cows. Surface exits plains biomes. Like sort of locked in on having frogs and slimes. An edge, sheep, or savanna. Or pigs. Pigs or chickens. Well, let's go for sheep. Because admittedly, I don't know how long you're expected to be in these generated mines. And, it could be nice to be able to sleep in there. Forgetting about something important. Now in 4D. Okay, so right now it just seems to be normal Minecraft, but with this. Well, so far I'm not seeing any, for example, trees. No, don't tell me I had to give it a specific ingredient to have trees. No, there's one over there. Definitely got some high terrain. So far I'm not seeing any sign of the sheep that I specifically requested. Okay, we've got frogs. Looks no sheep. And of course, because this is unmodded, this is an official Minecraft version, completely vanilla. I have to... Huh. Well, this is different. Guess that's why there was a crafter over there. So that I can craft things. You know, let me just grab, like, at least one sapling off of this so I can go ahead and plant one of these trees near where I need to be able to craft things. Don't tell me that this version somehow impacts my ability to... Okay, no. I'm able to get saplings just fine. And it just took a little while. Yeah, here's some cows. More frogs. There's one of my specifically requested sheep. Of course, what should be the, I specifically request sheep so that if I need to, I can sleep in this crafted world. And then, like, it turns out you can't sleep. Like, operates on nether rules or something. You have to use a respawn anchor. Yeah, this is definitely some interesting terrain generation. Which, I mean, could be partly because not every biome is available. Because this is not actually a standard Minecraft world. Oh, I can just leave? Mine completed successfully. Huh. Status 1. But, you know, it looks like... It looks like this stuff is how I... crafting unlocked, as well as pockets and inventory crafting. Okay, then I can place this world in here. And now it's mine ingredient chickens. Mine 2 base. Yeah, let's request some sheep leave on this one as well. Okay, so this is where I spawn at. The thing with the beam was the way to leave. So technically I can win just by making my way over to the exit. By I saw something on the wiki thing that I had to slay the Ender Dragon to win. But apparently, you can win just by going from point A to point B. Maybe a later... Maybe a later thing. And will let me... will require me to slay the Ender Dragon or something. Alright, this time we've got sheep by default. Okay, so... Yeah, so you unlock these, like, win a snowy mine. And you get ice spikes biome. Win a mine that never sees the light of day. Hint, berries. Now let's... Base rock type, diorite. Yeah, surface exit, surface world. It's now not safe to turn off the computer. But you start out with an egg furnace and some coal, so... But also I can just... This world also has axolotls just in the oceans instead of in a cave. I think if I try and take out if any of these worlds just gets deleted, then I might as well not even worry about collecting any of them or anything. Not like I have anywhere to put them other than like into another generated mine. Huh. Doors yearn for keys. Guess we'll find out later what that means. So now we've got pigs. In Mine 4 base, ocelots, creepers, floating islands, plains biomes, base rock type stone, and surface exits. Add in sheep, I guess. Yeah, the egg produced nothing. Yeah, apparently like a good number of these are just walk to where the aim of purple is. Actually, is that purple? It could be blue. Yeah, it's definitely blue. Right, unlock new mine ingredient creepers and neighbors and rabbits. Small but deadly, better have good aim. Oh. Oh, it's silverfish. Is a lot of silverfish. Like, just a ridiculous amount of silverfish. I mean, I guess that's what they meant by small but deadly. Just a lot of silverfish. Maybe I should try and, get a weapon. So they can actually fight decently. But now that I can craft using things in my inventory. Somehow I didn't see the log, even though it was right there. So, I think it would be nice to have a stone weapon. Rather than having to rely on wood. I definitely need some food. And it looks like there's a village over in the distance, so maybe they should have some food of some kind. Somehow, I think I'm causing the silverfish to despawn due to distance. I'll just grab some pork chops. I'll bring this item to the mine exit to convert to experience. So there is a reason to collect things while in these mines. It can also just be that some of them are drowning. Now it's going back up. Surely there's more that I need to kill now. Because presumably the fact that there's meters showing up and I'm seeing no signs of the usual beam of blue light means that these things are related. Well, now I can have skeletons in any world I want. I think I have to wait until next mine in order to actually know what the spellbook does. You know, especially with their glowing outlines. I think it's safe to assume that I'm supposed to kill these things. And not just, like, outrun them. Trophy. Contains one time. Names Minecraft Silverfish Grade Stone. Or that's supposed to be for. I've apparently also unlocked zombies as an ingredient. Of course, one the one time I'm in one of these long enough for it to get dark. It's also the one time when I wasn't given the option to have sheep. Fundamentally, since zombies are a specific ingredient, is it possible the default... all monsters won't spawn? Nope, they certainly do. Guess I better just make my way over to this village. And hopefully not die on the way there. Man, I hate child zombies. Okay, so I guess we just go back to the usual. And mine 6 base. Base rock type blackstone, frogs, floating islands, surface exits, plains, biomes, and spiders. Gonna be yet another world where we just suddenly have to find the exit and leave. Even it's apparently over there. Over there is looking very difficult to get to. There's some beams. I've just got to make my way over there. Another successfully completed world. Didn't see anything about my spell book that I was supposed to have unlocked. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the training sword. Mine 7 base surface exits, base rock type diorite. 8 cows, floating islands, slimes, savanna biomes, and frogs. We also have 3 slots for ingredients. It looks like we're real high up. So for no visible signs of the exit. This seems to be getting darker. But maybe that's just that's like a random lighting change, because it doesn't seem to be getting any darker than it just did. Okay, there's the exit. And I died jumping down on that's good. Yeah, mine failed because I died on the exit. Mine 8 base sheep. Okay, I can add surface world, which I think might make the terrain a little bit less treacherous. Because it, from the looks of it, should introduce more standard. Yeah, this is much more standard. Yeah, in fact, we've got the exit right over there. Clearly, anytime we don't have a surface world component, I just need to add surface world as an ingredient if possible. Well, this is a little bit of a change of pace. It's underwater this time. Here's hoping I don't drown. Oh, well, in the process of just trying to use the exit, it doesn't look like it should be possible for that to happen. Because there appears to be an air pocket around the actual exit object. Whether I can get down there. Yeah, once you get close enough, the air pocket okay, kicks in. We've got rabbits, skeletons, savanna biomes, surface exits, ocelots, base rock type diorite, and floating islands. Let's add surface world. Let's add some sheep. And I'll throw in some chickens as well. Look at a Sims reference. Your reticulating splines. Okay, so this time it's on the edge of a cliff. But surely at some point, it's gonna get a bit more varied than just get to the exit. With the occasional fight a swarm of silverfish. Like, I mean, I guess really I could just start exploring these worlds a little bit more, but But at the same time, like, if they're mostly just Minecraft standard, there's not really much need to. The Enderman affects that Enderman in particular. Presumably, this is going to be one of the more varied ones, where there's actually a goal other than get to the place. The Enderman spawns. We've got like a timer. And presumably the goal is kill the Enderman. Unfortunately, it killed me. Doing a lot of that is because I wasn't super prepared. Surface exit, zombies, plains biomes, floating islands, pigs, base rock type stone. I guess technically, like, it could be aiming to unlock specific new things, but in fact, actually, like, maybe I should use some of these worlds to just grind some XP. So that I can get some more or unlocks for the next challenge world. Okay, there's the exit. It's even close enough that it's visible instead of just being the beam of blue light. Look, getting up there from the water might be difficult. Actually, no, I think I see a spot that'll make that real easy. just gotta clamber up on there for a little bit, and it's actually over there. Looks like these land masses might be connected, just not right there. I'm just having to take a little bit of a scenic route. Hey, this dirt will become 0.01 experience points upon on my return. I'm level 2 now. So use some nearby mobs to grind some levels. I'm getting too close to my micro. So I'm sure the audio quality suffered a little bit there. Yeah, I'll even cook some of this up because I think that might make it worth more XP. Actually, no. It's worth less if you cook it. So now we can have explosive traps and Wednesday frogs. Skeletons, rabbits, floating islands, frogs, savanna biomes, slimes, surface exits. It's base rock type diorite, so the surface rolled in. Explosive traps times 1.5 XP. Wednesday frogs, heralds of doom times 1.2 XP. Let's find out what the frogs are all about. It sounds like it might be something that will make things a little bit more interesting. Okay, we've got another underwater exit. Let me just gonna unlock with one of my levels, just in case I die, particularly on the way to the exit. Because, you know, it's underwater for the second time. You know, I didn't even see any frogs. Like, you know, I specifically added an ingredient for a special type of frog, but didn't see any. Hey, if it applies a easy XP bonus, is it just for having that ingredient enabled, then gonna map it in a place where water is everything. It seems like maybe I should be grinding more. Surface exit, surface world, so we don't need to specifically add surface world this time. Right, and there's the exit right over there. Interesting, they don't seem to have spawned any with anything. And for that, maybe it just unlocked the ability to have armor. Oh, this might actually be a tricky one to get to. Ooh, because I think it's a little deeper. Or just descend with full air. Air from right above. Just in case. To maximize my survival chance. And we're out of this one. You still have yet to see any signs of those special frogs. Didn't actually grab the mine. Okay, so if I get another level 25, then I can start out with... Okay, this is another floating islands world, so add surface world. Add Wednesday frogs, and add sheep. And the eggs is underwater again. At least it's been spawning close. It just keeps being underwater for some reason. Probably because it would otherwise just be... at a lower elevation. But because I keep adding surface world, it's filling up. What would just be like a cavern layer or something with water. But, you know, this is also a lot easier than having to jump down here. I'm kind of getting a little bored. So maybe we just go until it's 2:45 a.m. and we've got small but deadly again. At least this time I start out with a sword. Yeah, very good that I do, because there doesn't really seem to be anywhere I could get wood. Well, at least this time I got killed by the silverfish instead of a random zombie that spawned. Right, we've got a surface world this time. So just add in these two. What if I added the explosive traps as well? Just to change things up. And, you know, that's two different experience multipliers as well to make up for the fact that I lost all of my XP. Big question is, will there be like a pressure plate for the traps, or will it be completely random? I think they might be random. Because I think I just triggered one over there. Oh, they just kind of spawn in. And that's a bit different than I expected. So it's actually more like it says watch your step, but it seems like it's actually more of don't stand still for too long. Because they apparently just spawn at random. Yeah, see, there was no sign there. That there was any kind of explosives. I've yet to see any signs of the exit. My immediate the one immediate indication that I get that that one of these traps happened is actually I don't know why I turned the master volume off instead of just the music volume. Because the reason I turned the music volume off is so that I don't have to deal with anyone trying to copyright claim Minecraft music. But all the other sounds should be fine. I mean, from my understanding, some people have tried to copyright claim a recording of cricket sounds, so... But I mean, people also got hit with a copyright claim for playing a song that is over a century old. Even though that's supposedly in the public domain. Yep, there we go again. And no sign whatsoever of the exit. But then again, maybe I'm just having trouble seeing it because of the rain. And that's just a waterfall. And there... another explosion. That time I heard it start. Oh, my limited inventory is full. Because I've been collecting all the stuff that drops from these explosions for the extra XP when I finally find the way out of here. Yeah, at least now that I have the sound on, it's a little less of a surprise. That is because I can sometimes pick up on the igniting sound. I wish I could be thing. I don't think that's the exit. I think that's where I spawned at. Like usually the exit's been relatively close to most of the spawn location. Evidently not this time. Unless I'm just not looking in the right direction. Maybe the blue beam can't and get up over these mountains. Should probably eat something, but at the same time, if I eat, that means staying in a stationary location. Also getting dark, which means soon, in addition to the explosives, we're also gonna have monsters. Yeah, I get the feeling that this one might... I get the feeling that I'm not going to win this one. Like, I don't know if it somehow ended up being unwinnable or what, but... I mean, I've yet to see any sign of the way out. And I'm down to half a heart. So if I get hit by a mob or get caught in an explosion, then I'm done. Alright, so maybe explosive traps isn't such a good idea. Like, it kind of feels like maybe they should give more of an incentive. So add in Surface World, add in Wednesday Frogs. And, you know, add Savannah biomes. Yeah, and see, this time the exit is just right there. Like, it's underwater again, but it is right nearby. Like a cow trophy. Which apparently is not worth experience points. And so just gonna have another successful mine completion. You know, again, like I thought on the wiki it said that I had to kill the Ender Dragon, but at the very least, you don't have to do it for most worlds. For most worlds, it is simply a matter of exiting. Yeah, I'm gonna add explosive traps in again. And it's already heading a surface world, so... But you never know, maybe when you have... Again, there's the exit right there. So it's not like they increase the distance significantly by default just for having... the... The explosives is enabled. Alright, world completed successfully. See, I might as well just go for the explosives every time, instead of worrying about the frogs. Frogs if I'm just doing one or the other. It's world 18. Means we're gonna be on to 19 now. So we've got axolotls, zombies, these and pigs. It's floating island, so I'll put surface world in. Yeah, I'll put both the frogs in and the explosives in again. Because I might as well see if anything happens. With regards to the location of the exit. Like, you never know, this could be a bug that causes, like, the exit to just not even spawn. Clearly it does. And I should get an, an even bigger XP bonus, because if there's anything I've learned from Balatro, it's that the more multipliers you can stack on something beneficial, the better. Yeah, if you want a big number, stack up multiple multipliers. Oh, that actually wasn't even that good, I think, because I only got 126 XP for that. Grab wardage, which might give me like a shield. Let's put this here for now. Okay, we're back to small but deadly. So maybe I can actually succeed this time. Which at least I'm not losing much in terms of XP. You know, this might actually be the one that I succeed at, because they all spawned in the water. And most mobs are not very good at swimming. At the very least, they're not usually very good at combat in the water. But you know, the fact that they're swimming also makes it easier to hit them, because they move a lot slower. And this is some real dramatic music for nautical silverfish combat. Unfortunately, whatever the purple thing was is now at the bottom of the ocean. So hopefully it's something that can be unlocked by just having drop ones. Actually, no, it's here. It's an Enderman and ingredient. Right, so clearly there's some silverfish still somewhere. There, I just don't see them. Which I kind of need those last few Endermen. Not Enderman, silverfish. So otherwise, this is kind of an unwinnable scenario. Since killing all of the silverfish is apparently the way out. Guess I might as well just... make like a stone sword, so I'm extra prepared when I find the last, like, couple silverfish. Like, they have glowing outlines, so it shouldn't be that I'm just missing them. They're just legitimately not visible anywhere. I've got stone sword ready for when I find them. But, I have to find them first. They better not have, like, burrowed into some stone at the bottom of the ocean or something. Because that's gonna make this just genuinely unwinnable. There's no way I'm diving into the ocean to try and find 2 silverfish. Oh, there they are. And actually, it's more than 2, it's 4. 5, actually. 6. Don't know why that one started vibrating. Oh joy, there's another wave of them. Apparently I've got a chance at unlocking the witch's ingredient. Don't tell me I have to kill a skeleton that's just hanging out at the bottom of the ocean. Like, there's something down there. But it doesn't seem inclined to come up. Like, it looks like there's like 3 creatures down in the deep. I think they... Okay, good. They're at least coming up to the surface. Well, at least I lasted one whole wave this time. Yeah, we've got to add surface world. Well, so that the terrain generation doesn't completely suck. And there's the exit right over there. Might as well just grab some of these. Since the explosion just so kindly provided them for me. You know, these are worth experience, so... Yep, mine completed successfully, got 977 XP. Yes, I'm level 24 now. In fact, I think... I think I saw one of these. Yeah, Dirt Enjoyer. And Dirt Fanatic. Dirt Lover. I believe this should increase the XP value of dirt. Okay, it's already a surface world, so don't need that. Add in all of my XP multipliers. And so now I can get XP just by letting explosions happen. And it should be a lot. Since I spent all of those levels on stuff that, if I understand how they work right, because the description is a little vague, should make all of my dirt worth more. So I'll just collect egg dirt whenever an explosion happens. Right, leaving mine. $10,373 XP. But we are getting into some big number funny. Finally, the appeal of this Minecraft version reveals itself. Dirt is butter. Dirt butter. Dirt connoisseur. Already maxed out on dirt power. And I'll just grab this, although it doesn't seem like the armor... It doesn't seem like these actually give you any armor. Because I feel like I was supposed to get an iron helmet, and never did. It's floating island, so add in surface world. Okay, so... Okay, if we win and a mine that never sees the light of day, we can get ×2 XP. Kill something while having only 1 heart. Gives a ×4 XP component. Although it's 1 HP. So that means that it could go horribly wrong. Very easily. Times 5 XP, Eternal Night. Unlocked after a while, I guess. Times 2 XP. Win an eternally dark mine. Near universal anger. Win a mine with the bees ingredient. I don't see the bees ingredient as an unlock here. And it doesn't look like we have it either. It might just be the, like, I have to kill some bees or something to get the bees ingredient. I grab the dirt. Oh, and I actually do start out with more leather armor than I expected. Which should be useful because that should provide something to soak up some explosion damage if I get too close. Right, and there's the exit. Well, if I just heard an explosion go off, but I'm not seeing where. Probably underwater somewhere. Where I unfortunately can't and actually collect any of the precious dirt. Also seems to be raining dirt on me for some reason. Well, I also seem to have less dirt in my inventory than I... Oh, did some of them... I think some of the dirt or unlocks make you drop dirt. And I died to an explosion because it was right under me when I was trying to leave. But anyway, we can just do that again. And this should... Yes, surface world, so no need to worry about including that. At mine number 24. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have have maxed out on dirt upgrades blindly. Though I mean, if it's only just like you occasionally drop some of your dirt, that's not too bad. That have a drawback. Heck, like, you know, it could have been like, oh, you take like damage every time you pick up dirt. But you know, with the explosions, if I don't die to them, then the explosions should give me plenty of dirt to work with. Now I've got another small but deadly. Which I'm gonna go a little bit later than I usually would just to get the full 3 hours in. Because I started after 1 AM. Which, hey, at least I have armor now. And I've seemingly been set up with like a little arena. Alright, come on, silverfish. Come on down. Oh, it's actually quite useful to have this little arena set up, because sometimes they're taking damage as they fall all down in here. However, there's a whole bunch more silverfish I'm not seeing. So grab some precious dirt. Yeah, it definitely is just like some of those upgrades made it to where you drop dirt. Or if it's in your inventory. Yep, even if you put it in your actual inventory, not just in the hotbar. Come on, silverfish, you can find your way up here. There, I'm sure. So clearly, the little arena is not working out because The remaining silverfish can't find their way there. Which honestly, I kind of want to just get this one over with. Like, I'm already not really losing anything. And I'm much more interested in just seeing how much XP I can get from massive stacks of dirt plus some multipliers. Like there's just like a couple mobs remaining. So where are they? Like where are they? Are they underwater or something? I think I had some dirt in my inventory and dropped it again. I'm just not seeing the remaining silverfish. I think I might have seen something. No? Yeah, I'm just gonna drown myself. If the silverfish aren't gonna show up, then I'm just gonna drown myself and get this over. You know, just another failure on small but deadly. Hey, but you know, I can get back to grinding now. It's explosives, Wednesday frogs, exit surface world, and throw in some chickens. And so now where is the exit? I got my first explosion to get add a bit of dirt. I'm not seeing the exit so far, so could make things more difficult than I would like them to be. I think that might have been 2 explosions. Yeah. Yeah, it was. It's an opportunity for extra dirt. Oh, there's the exit. It's up there. Which could be a problem because that means scaling a mountain. And I'm not even gonna worry about keeping all of this dirt because I'm gonna get plenty. Like, you know, to maximize the XP I'm gonna get from this, I would want to have all of the dirt. But I mean, I get a chance to pick up a whole lot more dirt every time an explosion happens, provided that it doesn't kill me. So I'm not exactly lacking in the dirt department. In fact, I'm probably gonna have to sacrifice some of this dirt to the cause of getting me up the mountain. And because You know, the exit is way up there. And this mountain is looking a little steep. Alright, I've just got to survive the next few seconds. $21,453 XP, as well as the Sniffer's Mine ingredient. And I also got the Master Key. Doors yearn for keys. Shimmering Key. Okay, it's just these two. Door, room. Okay. Huh. Wonder what this is for. It's clearly gonna be a while before I find out. Out. Maybe that's what the wiki was talking about with the Ender Dragon. Was like maybe I have to find my way to the Ender Dragon through these doors that lead to these somewhat liminal rooms. But, you know, it could take a lot of keys to get there. Oh, they went ahead and just put Wednesday Frogs in here for me. And it's a surface world, so I don't have to do anything to the terrain generation. Alright, so I should probably... Which I think this should be safe. It is not, as it turns out. But, you know, I should probably should have used some of this XP before I jumped into the next mine. And I'm getting too close to the microphone again. Because I keep leaning forwards. So clearly some dirt will have to be sacrifices in these situations. Yeah, so clearly it just makes it to where there's a random chance that anything you step on could turn into TNT, even if it's a block that you just placed. But really, I'm mostly, like right now, my main goal is to just get out of here. So that I don't risk losing my 85 levels. Alright, good. I got out of there. Didn't get as much XP as before, but I believe I unlocked some new ingredients. So maybe we can experiment with some of those. But before I make another mine, I'm definitely gonna spend some of this XP. You know, get deeper pockets, deepest pockets. And a full suit of iron armor, which should make it easier to survive mishaps. And yeah, I've got full inventory space, so I can haul more dirt. Rare surface exits is apparently an option. If you craft an item that helps you locate mine exits. Fish out of water times 5 XP. And there's bees. You've killed their brother, now they're out for revenge. I believe there was something with the mention being unlocked. Oh, now I have unlocked Amplified World. Build what? Up there? See, this is the surface world, so well, the standard stuff. Mine ingredient ultra warm. That doesn't provide an XP multiplier, so mine ingredient no drops. Found by chance times 5 XP. That's worthless because I need the drops. Be able to further maximize the potential of my dirt. You don't need whatever. Create a blaster stream from meh to OMG with Nesna.com. I probably shouldn't have said the web address. That's because that gives them advertising. But I mean, it doesn't actually specify what they're advertising, so... Could very well just be a virus. In fact, it probably is. It is honestly, like, especially if they can't even specify what kind of service they're gonna give you. Like, at least the cheap viewer bots, they tell you up front that they're here to sell you all you viewer bots. Did I not add the explosions or something? No, it's up there. They just aren't happening. Like, I guess I have to run around and try and proc some explosions. Just so that I have some dirt to bring in with me. He's like, I've got all of this inventory space, I might as well. I'll load up on dirt. Well, I also need to not die in the process of collecting it. Alright, got 13,558 XP. Yeah, I just didn't get as much dirt as I have in the past. Mostly because I just didn't have very many explosions for some reason. But anyway, I am level 71 now, so... might as well upgrade my sword a bit. So now, next time Small but Deadly comes up, generally some of the stuff, like, it's useful for when, like, combat head-centric specific ones come up, but for the ones I've been using just to grind levels, Well, this doesn't seem like all of these things that clog up my inventory with more stuff are all that useful. Because, you know, more stuff I have in my inventory, the less room there is for dirt. And, you know, dirt's about the one item that I need most of the time. Yeah, where's the exit this time? Probably up here somewhere. Since I don't see it off in any of these directions. Usually it seems to spawn in like within sight of. Oh, there it is. This now I've just gotta make my way over there. Oh, got a double one, but that also mostly went below the dirt layer. Granted, andesite is probably still worth something. Just maybe not as much. Which I keep seeing something that's just sort of there. Like, it would probably actually be easier to figure out what it is by just, like, finding the specific frames in the VOD. I'm level 70 again. So might as well upgrade my sword again. And to the maximum that it can be. Accidentally tapped the button. Because as I've got my tablet right next to my keyboard. And my pinky, he keeps dangling off of the keyboard. Or because of the way my hands are positioned. You know, let's see if there's anything I can get more apples. But a lot of these just put more stuff in your inventory. And I don't need more stuff in my inventory. You know, let's find out what this does. Ooh, learning. Get more experience after each mine. So that should be quite useful. The Enderman again. Well, I've got the best unenchanted sword possible, so should be relatively easy. Oh, it's actually enchanted too, so... And since it's at night, I can... I can also get some additional XP off of these random other mobs too. Alright, finally actually managed to win one of these. So I have the cave spider, ocelots, and witches ingredients, and I think I got too close to the mic again. Then, because I leaned forwards again, then I really need to stop doing that. Well, we've got a room with some chests in it. Whatever good this is for. Okay, it's floating islands again, so... Oh, I can add insomniacs now. So... I can further... And eternal rain. Like, actually... Might be worthwhile to skip out on Wednesday Frogs to get Eternal Night. I get the feeling that my XP total, well, at the end of this is about to go nuts. Or I'll die. One of those two things will happen. I do find it interesting that my shield does not appear to actually work as a shield. Either that, or they changed the way shields work, and I just don't understand it. I think maybe what they mean by no rest, no respite could mean that I can't eat. So this world is also a lot less useful because it's a lot of it's sand. And in order to actually get a lot of XP, I kinda need dirt. Granted, sand usually has dirt underneath it somewhere. But that somewhere is probably a bit too deep. Need to be useful. Guess I might as well just make my way up to the exit. If I can do so without dying. And it got blown up. But I guess maybe like that room, like this, I think this area just stretches on forever. Because like the end of it does not seem to be getting any closer. Alright, so maybe I don't go for no rest, no respite. So it's a surface world, so no need to worry about that. So rain, eternal night. And I guess just throw in some chickens. And I blew up immediately. Because I stood in one spot for too long while putting my armor on. So just gonna... Just gonna force it to have plains biome. Then I'll have at least some useful terrain. Well, I didn't check what terrain generation agent I was using. I think whether it was... Oh, fun! I'm just fucked. Yeah, I bet I failed. That tends to happen when I spawn in a sea of lava. So now just gotta deposit them, run all the way back. Surface exit, surface world. This should be pretty good run. I'm gonna even slot it in the explosive traps for me. Like, it should actually be able to get quite a bit of XP this time. Provided the, this massive swarm of zombies doesn't kill me before I can even pick up some dirt. Great. Love that. Which, I mean, at least they're making me work for the high reward. It's hard to say that it's completely unbalanced. Spooky, scary skeletons. effects. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul. Guess we're doing this now. Guess this is a thing that's happening. Yeah, apparently you just don't get to use a shield like normal. Like maybe I have to unlock the ability or something. It's either that or... I did something that makes it useless. Yeah, no, like here it is. Here's the thing that gives me a shield. And shield bash is just for using it in your main hand. I don't really know what's happening with my shield. And that would have been super useful when up against a whole lot of skeletons. Like, I just don't get what is happening with the shield. Like, did they change the way the mechanic works or what? And make it a surface world. And add a plains biome. Well, I think... Yeah, like, why is my shield doing this? When it should be protecting me. You know, perhaps perhaps some of these modifiers aren't worth it. Because I mean, like, doesn't really do much to have all these multipliers if I don't actually... I'm not actually able to complete... Need a single run. Maybe if I go for just no rest, no respite. I need to, but daytime with no rain, it'll be better. Maybe this is just part of the joke, is that the shield doesn't actually work, and it's a waste. Yeah, I'm once again seeing weird lines. Okay, it looks like the exit is way down there. I might as well just roam about for a bit and trigger some explosions to get a nice big helping of dirt. Because I want to end off with at least one really good run. Okay, so apparently no rest, no respite does include no eating. And so these apples are completely useless. This is just gonna... You know, I'm gonna just, like, wander around a little while. Hopefully trigger some explosions. Kill a bee, because I'm pretty sure that they'll make an extra ingredient and available. Okay, need to be real careful. At least this is a good source of clips. I think one more run, win or lose. Which actually, yeah, I've been live for 3 hours, but I mean, I've only been recording for 2:55. Yeah, make it a surface world. Alright, so this should be a good one. Provided I don't do anything bad. I just get to the goal in a reasonable amount of time without testing fate too much. Because, since I've got no rest, no respite on, I can't heal. So once I'm low on XP, I'm low on once I'm low on HP, I'm low on HP. What would be really amazing is if there was an option to get some, like, blast protection. Just minimize how much harm getting caught in one of these explosions deals. Which, unfortunately, I don't actually take that much damage from them anymore because I've got all this iron armor. You just have to be careful because, again, no healing. You didn't... Oh wait, no, I think there's some dirt here. So that might just be dirt I dropped. Right, leaving mine, so... Oh, that's a nice 30,931 XP. Like, I'm level 92 now. Oh, 96 actually. I think you might actually get more XP by putting the mine away in one of these things. Actually, no, apparently not. Okay, so the best you get here is full metal. Well, the fire shield should be useful if I end up in another lava pit. By combining the aether flux with quantum displacement while clamping the manifold parameters required to channel the arcane infusion hex, we may temporarily fold this plane of existence and subvert the requirement of equivalence of exchange. Is that a Full Metal Alchemist reference? Yeah, like this is just gonna give me more stuff that starts out in my inventory. Granted, I don't really... Oh, actually, 3x3 inventory crafting, let's grab that. That might as well. Alright, think that's where I'm gonna call it for tonight. So thank you to everyone who stopped by. My next stream of Minecraft will probably be next month, because this is kind of counting as a Mineday for April. Could do some later this month though as well. Well, might even do a part 2 of this at some point, but I mean, like, I feel like other than grinding my way up to unlocking more of these strange rooms, there's not really much for me to do. No, but you know, next stream in general, well, I've actually got more XP. The next stream in general, I'm planning on doing tomorrow in that new Y2K category. Got some Sims and Age of Wonders planned, and for that mostly.